The sad Arabian gazelle. Once upon a time, there was a gazelle named Aysha living freely in its habitat. Aysha loved her habitat. She had a lot of friends and ate a lot of food. And you can hear Aysha run as fast as she can all around the desert. Aysha loved her life and no one could ruin it. But one day, everything changed. A hunter named Shakir moved in the desert and wanted to hunt some gazelles. And at the meantime, Aisha's friends already bailed and left her. So Shakir thought Aisha was the perfect gazelle to hunt. The plan was when Shakir caught Aisha, he would put Aisha in a cage. Aisha said, "I can't get caught. I need to stay in the desert." Every day for 6 months, Shakir was trying so hard to capture the poor gazelle. "I can't do this. I need to find a smarter way to capture this gazelle," Shakir said. So one day, Shakir spent all day and all night trying to plan how to capture this gazelle. The next day, Shakir placed a bear trap with food on top, and he hid behind a bush and waited and waited. After 20 minutes or so, Aisha finally came. "Ooh, some food. Probably someone kind left it out." So she put her foot on the trap, and you can hear how her foot broke and the bones crackling. "Finally, I did it. I caught the gazelle." Aisha already realized what had happened and started bawling her eyes. "Please don't do this. I have so much to live for." "I need to stay here," said Aisha with her crackly voice. Shakir did not care and continued on getting the gazelle in the truck to take it to what's so-called her forever home. Once they arrived, Shakir pushed Aisha aggressively to her forever home. Not even one day has passed and Aisha was in pure shock. "I can't do this. I need to be outside." The next day, Shakir went to check on Aisha. He found her on the floor. He did not even care about her broken leg. "She's probably asleep. I'll check on her later." Shakir forgot to check on Aisha, and suddenly it was the next day. I forgot about the gazelle." Panicked, he dropped his donut in his hand and rushed to Aisha's cage. And yet Aisha was still laying on the floor, motionless. "What is wrong with this gazelle?" Shakir wondered. So he kicked it, and yet it did not move. But then he realized something. He had not fed nor given water to this gazelle. "It's dead! It's dead!" Shakir said in shock. He did not know what to do, so he threw the body out in the open and continued hunting animals. In the desert, Shakir never learned his lesson, but he was never successful on catching the animals he had been hunting. Aisha's friends came back and saw the disaster. They were also devastated that their beloved friend had died. A few years later, the desert turned into a bunch of buildings next to each other, which destroyed other animals' habitats. The end.